Hey guys, welcome back to Gut Plays with Trains. I'm Gut Muncher Zero, and this is episode 13. So I had a little bit of problem here with my table. I took all the white foam off because I was having derailments and people kept leaning on the white foam, and that was making a mess. And when I took it apart, what I found out is things are not exactly even Steven here in River City. We've got a problem because the shelves that I added to broaden out the table, I added another foot to the 4x8 tables on the inside edges there. And those shelves are not even, and I think what happened is I think the 2x4s that were underneath there must have been newer lumber that I got. I just got them like at Home Depot or whatever, Lowe's, I don't remember. And I think what happened is, as you can see, they were way out. So I bought myself some shims here, and I saw the plywood off those shelves and just started trying to level it out and get it all even with the tops of the table. And there was quite a bevel there. That one especially came down like a good quarter of an inch. And I think that might be why that one switch was always giving me trouble there with my GP7 there. Or GP9, I guess that's a 9 because it's got the dynamic brake on it. But anyway, as you can see, there's a gap there. So anyway, I just went ahead and took it apart and just started taking the pieces, putting them back on, leveling them out one at a time, and then screwing it back together when I thought I had it. So as you can see there's quite a lot of work done there with the shims. And here's another section that I shimmed, and this one, after I had it together, I figured out there was even a little bit more gap there, so I went ahead and took that apart again. And this is something that, you know what they say, if you want to paint a house, you know, you got to really clean it first. It's one of those things, you got to take the preparation time and make sure that you've got everything nice and level and flat, or else you're going to have problems. So what I did was I would just put my level down and push the shims in here and try to find if there was a spot that the shim would just slide in. And if it did, that meant that it wasn't level. So I go ahead and stick it down there and then try that out and see if I could stick another one. If I could, I'd add another one. So I just kept doing that until I had it all shimmed out. This took quite a bit of time. Probably spent a good 3 hours just doing this. And that stinks because the shelf's been on there for a couple years actually, and I had no idea that it was so far out. And when I put it on there, I'm pretty sure it was good, so I'm really surprised there was this much of a problem. I don't know if those boards bowed down. They seemed to do it all in the same direction, so the ones that had a gap, it was all down. So I kind of think maybe they bowed down after I'd put the whole thing together. That's probably also a problem with working with 2x4s. If I would have been smart, and I have the tools to do it, but they're back in the other end of my basement. If I would have been smart, I would have gotten boards and let them set for a while, and then planed them so they were super even, you know. But I didn't really think it would be a problem. O-gauge trains, you know, the wheels are pretty big. Everything's pretty wide and heavy, and I thought, oh, it'll be fine, it'll be good. And well, I think we've seen, you know, all the problems that I've had. So I really suggest, like, if you're ever doing this, you know, take my advice and don't do what I did. You know, take your time, make sure it's just perfect before you start thinking you're going to build your layout on top of it. And that's just a little lesson that I've learned the hard way here with this. And the other thing that I was having problems with is these little shims. They're plastic, and they kept wanting to slide around. So they've actually got holes there. So what I did was I just used some little drywall screws to stick them down with. So anyway, I had a day off today, so I spent some time working on this. And I've actually worked on this for a couple weeks, but just taking the foam off and then doing this. And I did the Best Friend of Charleston video. And then I had today off, so I just went ahead and thought, oh, I'll spend some time and get the table right. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for the next episode, and I will catch you later. Have a good day.